Hi everyone, Jared here, Day Traders FX. Nice to see you all. I hope you guys are having a great Monday. I hope you all had a nice weekend. I sure did. It was good to just get away from the charts for a couple of days and get a little break, so that's always nice. So I heard from this old grandpa, and I do appreciate the knowledge of the elder generation, but this is a grandpa of an in-law of mine, and super great guy, and he just brought up, he was talking about something, I don't even remember, this was 2 days or so ago, and he said, don't scar on the first cut. And for some reason that caught my ear, and I thought, what does that mean? You know, and I talked about it with him for a moment, and I just thought, what does that mean? That kind of sounds deep, but it kind of sounds like I don't know what it means. And so as I talked about it and I thought about it for a little bit, it's all about not making a big deal the first time something happens, right? And for example, in trading, so often we have a trade plan and we have our methods and our techniques and our goals and we have everything, and then we get a loss. And maybe we get 2 losses. We get stopped out maybe twice in a row and maybe even 3 times in a row, and we think, okay, whatever I'm doing is totally wrong and I've got to change everything. Whatever it's done, I'm just totally wrong, I got to change everything. And we end up kind of doing this a couple of times. We do this sometimes too often. And I've talked to so many people that have kind of been through this. They try something, it doesn't work, you know, and by doesn't work, it doesn't work after a couple of times, so they tweak it and they try something else and something else. And so I'm here to say, in your trading, don't scar in the first cut. Do your best to find a great technique and stick with that technique a little bit. Almost make yourself a little tiny bit boring by doing the same thing over and over again enough times to get a good, an accurate idea on whether what you're doing is working or not. But don't be so hasty to jump and change your trading method and everything that you've kind of worked so hard to put together because of a couple of losses. You've got to stick to things a couple of times to make them work, and there's always room for improvement. I'm not saying don't make changes. I'm not saying keep doing something that's losing you money over and over again, but I'm saying be patient with that thing that looks like it might be losing you a little bit of money in the beginning, and see if you know, maybe market conditions weren't super great for that kind of technique. I for one have a trading technique that sometimes when markets trend really big and really fast, I get stopped out, or I miss the whole movement altogether, and it's frustrating. I look at these huge movements and I say, how did I get 100 pips out of a 1,000 pip movement? And then I look at my trading method and I look back and I say, okay, 80% of the year I have great trading entries and I have great methods to work with, and 20% of the time, 20% of the year, huge movements don't give me great setups and I can't get into them all the time. You know, that kind of a thing. And so you have to really make sure you're looking at the big picture. And so that's my thought for today. I hope it rings true at least a little bit to some of you. And I hope you guys have a great day. Remember, today's Monday. We have the Monday webinar with Day Traders FX. I hope you can join us. And otherwise, I hope you just have a fantastic day. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching.